No, I kind of love this music so much I want to just sit here and let it play for a second. But hello everybody. This is ZZ1000 and ZZ, and today I'm continuing a challenge run in one of my favorite games, Chrono Cross. The challenge for today's run is we are going to see if we can beat the game without using any elements. In Chrono Cross, the elements are basically the game's magic system. So by not using them, we are effectively saying all we can do is use regular old physical attack. Now, in the last video, we got our butt kicked by a boss named Garai a bunch of times. I think it was like 10 or 12 times. But we eventually got through him, losing only one character, our character Norris. With that battle done, we are going to go back to town, heal up, and grind some random encounters to get our stat gains for this level. One thing to note is, at the end of the last video, one of our party members, ironically the one who died in the boss battle, Norris, was able to activate a computer which showed that we were in the well, we aren't in the future. We are in an area where things from the future existed. As in, they had somehow been drawn back into our current times. And that computer showed some information about an alien entity named Lavos. Which, if you played the original game Chrono Trigger, will sound very familiar. And that's where we start learning what's going on in this game in terms of the broader, I don't know what you call it, events, not conspiracy. Yeah. Uh, After we got our butts kicked by Garai, we did fight one more boss named the Highwayman. And it took us a couple tries, but we did beat that guy. Hey, come back here. I want to fight you. It took us a couple tries to beat that boss, but we did, and yeah, everyone was alive at the end of the battle. For a second, I couldn't remember if anyone was dead at the end of the battle. The question of being alive or dead at the end of the battle is important because whenever you beat a boss in this game, all of the characters in the game, even ones you haven't recruited or ones that aren't in your party, get a level up bonus. The one exception is dead characters in the current party do not get that bonus. So Norris being dead against Garai means he missed out on the stat boost from that level. Alright. And now what we're doing is just fighting some regular weak enemies between boss battles. This game has an interesting stacking system where between boss battles you can get a little bit of bonus stats by fighting random encounters. The game doesn't have an experience system like most games. Instead, you get level ups from boss battles, and then you can get a smaller amount of stat gains between boss battles. So there will always be a limit to how much you can grind for stats. And honestly, the game is usually easy enough, you don't need to grind. But in our challenge run, we definitely do. One cool thing about it, though, is it doesn't matter which enemies you kill for those stat gains. You'll get the same bonuses no matter what. So right now we're just fighting some really weak enemies. Because we can kill them quickly. That said, I was planning on killing some harder enemies named Lava Boys. Because they have a rare drop. Which might be useful at some point, I don't know. The item is a gold earring, and what it does is it increases how much HP you start a battle with. Doesn't sound very important, but there's a cool little trick where if your HP increases at the start of the battle, at the end of the battle, that increase doesn't go away. So effectively, you can heal for that bonus HP. And because you can run away from any battle in this game, you can just fight an enemy, run away, and then restart the fight and run away again and repeat until your character heals for full. I don't know that it'll ever be relevant in this run, but it is one of the few ways of healing we will get access to. Oh, that was a huge level up for Lynx. Strength resistance and magic resistance. Lynx did also get a point of magic, but we can't use magic in this run, so that doesn't matter. Norris unfortunately got a really sucky level up. All he got was a point of physical resistance. But Zappa did get a point of strength, going up to 34. So I believe Zappa is going to be our strongest character other than Link now. Well, he already was before. Now, one drawback to the stacking system in this game is characters who are not in your party don't get those mini stat bonuses. Which is interesting because they do get the stat bonuses from boss battles. On the one hand, it kind of sucks. On the other hand, it's not a big deal because once you've done enough fights to get the mini stat bonuses for one character, it only takes 1 or 2 fights to get all the bonuses for the rest of your characters. For instance, it took, I believe, 5 battles to get the stat bonus for Norris and Zappa, but I believe Carl and Radius will get the same bonuses here after 1 battle. Yeah, 1 magic resistance, that sucks. Man, Harold got magic resistance and magic resistance. Carl is, on average, one of the strongest characters in this game. Unfortunately, we're having some bad luck, so she's not currently one of our strongest characters, like we would hope. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, the stream is live. For a second, I thought I saw an error, but no, it was just the stream lagged a little when it was on a black screen, so it looked like it froze. Alright. Raggy and Starkey are 2 of the most adorable characters in this game. Raggy is a baby dragon that we recruited in our last video, and Starkey is an alien. It makes a super funny sound when he walks. He also has the best weapon in the, well, not in the game, but at this point in the game. But we took it from him and gave it to Norris, so that's why we're not using Starkey, is Norris has Starkey's weapon. Okay. Strength resistance and magic resistance for Raggy. Starkey gets strength resistance. The magic we don't care about, but hey. Agility is not a hugely valuable stat. All it does is increase your chance to dodge basic attacks. Most of the damage you take comes from elements or special attacks, so agility doesn't matter a lot, but still quite good stat gains on Draggy and Starkey. To be fair, Starkey's level up was nice, it's just he only has 21 strength. So even a good level up here wouldn't do a lot to save him. But Reggie having 27 strength is cool. After the next battle, he'll have 28. One interesting thing about this game is any stat gains you get in between bosses confirm that you will get the same stat as a bonus in your next boss battle. So Draggy getting strength from the random encounters there guarantees you'll get a strength from the next boss battle. Same with Surge, well, Link getting a strength gain. Also, for anyone who happens to join and doesn't know why I keep saying Surge or Lynx interchangeably, that's because our character's name is Surge, but we had our body stolen and swapped into the body of a character named Link. So right now, our name is Lynx. Sprig, with a D in level up, strength and resistance. Arenes gets strength. Arenes is usually a magic caster, and Sprig is usually just weak because her whole gimmick is she transforms into monsters. But all in all, Sprig and Arenes are both overperforming, and Hurl is underperforming, which is unfortunate. Huh. So, yeah. Arenes with 29 strength is somehow our third strongest character behind Lynx Zappa. North at 27 strength is actually pretty high. Not our highest, but he does have our strongest weapon. So, I do think we're going to go with Lynx North Zappa, the same party we used for our last boss battle, well, last couple boss battles, or when we go to fight the next boss, who I expect to be a very difficult fight. That said, we do have to get through some areas before we can get to that boss, so let's rest up and then head back to the Dead Sea. Yeah, Lynx having, what was it, 39 strength, I think, is really huge. I think normally a value of like 44 is considered good for like when you beat the game if you're doing a speed run. But that's because they don't get all the mini level ups between levels. Alright. I love this music, it's so relaxing. I do prefer the other song to this one, but I don't think this game has a single bad song in all of it. Even with people who didn't like the game for a variety of reasons, especially they felt it wasn't a good sequel to a classic game Chrono Trigger that's well beloved. But even like the biggest critics of it all seem to agree it has great music. The one song in the entire game that anyone seems to dislike is the battle theme. Personally, I like it a lot, but wait, can we go this way? Oh, we could. Okay. Ah! Looks like there's a little frozen boat or something. That thing was dancing on top of it. There's a chest there that I didn't get in my last video. Well, actually, I did get it one time, then I died and didn't bother getting it again. All it has is I believe it was the one with a capsule, which is just a one-time use healing element. I'll see how I get to that other road. There was the boss right here. It was the highwayman. I don't see how I get to that other floor, but there's a couple chests down it. Oh wait, can I get to it from over here? No. Huh. Yeah, I see stairway and path and wait. Oh, there was one of those enemies was flickering in and out of existence. I thought there was some sort of visual glitch with the game. Also, howdy. Yeah, the bad ending unfortunately can't be avoided, and to be honest, I have no idea what I'm gonna do about Miguel. I attempted this run once about a year ago, and I got to Miguel, and then I stopped because after like 20 tries, I hadn't beaten him. And then I just got super busy with real life stuff and forgot all about it. So we're headed back to that point. By the way, thanks for stopping in. How are you doing? Somebody who watched a bit of my last video said I missed an item in here. Ooh, an earring of light. I'm glad they told me because I had no idea there was a chest there. Okay, so it's like the gold earring I was talking about earlier. It's probably a stronger version of it. But yeah, in regard to the bad ending, I know I can't get the good ending, but to be honest, I don't expect to be able to beat the final boss. Even if I can get past Miguel, and I think I can, and I do think he'll be the hardest fight for a fair while, I don't see any way I can beat the final boss of the game. Because I think the first Dragon God fight has like 12,000 HP or some crazy amount. And I just don't see a way I can deal that kind of damage before I die. Wait, can I? Okay, yeah, there we go. The Kung Fu shoes are cool, but I don't think they serve any real purpose for us. Anyway, in regard to Miguel, the key to his fight is going to be that he gets much more dangerous, and a lot of bosses are this way, when he drops the critical health. Once he gets to critical health, he starts using AoE elements, and they hit really hard. So I think the plan for Miguel is gonna have to be that I deal like what I think I can deal about 1,500 damage before he drops the critical, and then I just have to burst him down in 1 or 2 rounds before he gets enough turns to kill me. This must be the center of the Dead Sea. All this chaos must have spread out from here. But yeah, if I remember right, he uses Meteor Shower the first turn after he drops the critical health. And then he uses... What's the white element? Not Free Fall. Ultra Nova, maybe? I don't know. We'll see when we get there. The buildings seem to have melted into one giant conglomeration. What's up with this place? Yeah. Now, I do not remember which path I'm supposed to take through this dungeon at all. It's a really cool environment. And... I actually, if I remember right, like some of the enemies. I think they look really cool. There's some, like, mannequin things that I remember will talk to you during the fight. But, yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid fighting any of them. I think that's a doorway I can enter, isn't it? Can I not go in there? Oh. Maybe I'm supposed to go in that tube. Looks like an elevator. The Holy Dragon Sword combo deals a lot of damage. But at least that one is single target. So, you know, worst case scenario, I can always hope that he uses it on my character like Zappa and that guy dies. Well, my 2 more valuable units beat him down, but we'll have to see. Really? How did I get into another fight right after leaving the first? I don't want to fight enemies because I don't, like, they can hurt me. There is one enemy in this dungeon that I remember can cast the black hole element, and I believe it's rare, or it's very rare to happen. But black hole is... Oh, there's 2 enemies there. That's what... Okay, so I ran away from one enemy and immediately ran into the other enemy. That's how I got him back. Anyway, it might even be these ones. I don't remember for sure. But one of the enemies can cast Black Hole. And if they do, that spell can one-shot your entire party because it has an instant death effect and hits everyone. And I have had game overs. Like, I thought I could like go in that like it was an elevator or something. Maybe not. But anyway, I have gotten game overs due to that one element hitting me before. So, okay, here's an elevator. Let's go to floor 2. So I'm paranoid about this dungeon. Oh, wait a second. What? So wait, I'm moving the elevator. Okay, that is so weird. Okay. So I guess I have to move the elevator and then get onto it. Imagine if in real life you could control an elevator like that. Just like, oh, I don't like what floor the elevator is on. I'm gonna move it to a different floor. Wait. I am so confused why I can't get on the elevator. I'm gonna give up on it for now. Now, on the one hand, I do want to offer a small excuse that I do have really bad vision, so sometimes it can be difficult for me to see things. On the other hand, I do think that's very confusing. Because how was I sending an elevator to different floors while not being on an elevator? Like, I would have lived in an apartment complex with like 10 floors or whatever, and then be on like the 8th floor and just start moving the elevator. Be like, I don't like the elevator being on floor 2. Let's send it to floor 5. Now let's send it to floor 3. Okay, so we can go here. There's a chest. There's also stairs to the left that we might want to go up. Let's follow this path first. It doesn't look... Well, maybe there's something to the left there. Doesn't look like it. It's just... Oh, okay, so that must be a one-way path back. No, we need to take the right path. I believe we need to find, like, a key card or something, but I don't remember. Okay, yeah, we need to find a station pass to progress. And I don't know where that is, so let's wander the dungeon a little. One good thing about this dungeon is later on we will come across a healing spot. A lot of dungeons in this game are annoying because you have to leave to go heal midway through. So I can't go in this shop? Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping I could sneak past those mannequins, but doesn't look like it. So I'm guessing I do have to use that elevator. Anything down here? Oh, sure. Ooh, mithril. Not that we really need anymore. Okay. Hey, we split past it. So let's bring it up to the highest floor. So, oh, there's the doorway right here. I'm silly. Okay. Here, nothing. Yeah, I guess we have to go. Yeah. What is that thing to our left there? What's wrong, Serge? Do you sense something? Oh, I think that was the enemy I was talking about, the one that can cast Black Hole. I think it's called like a Tragedian or something along those lines. Are you alright? We saw some sort of ghost child. What? You saw a child? I did not see a child anywhere. Hey, I just realized that might be the only time in the game we see a text box for Surge. It showed exclamation mark followed by a question mark, and that I think was supposed to be Surge's reaction. I'll have to try to remember to look back at this scene to see if that really is Surge reacting. Yeah, technically we see a dialogue box with the name Surge on it, but that's after our body is stolen and the evil Surge is talking. Can we sneak past this thing? I think the path might be too small for us to. It's coming at us. I think we're screwed. I think we have to fight it. Wait, it's not moving any further? Hello? Oh, now it is. I feel like I'm in some sort of survival horror game. That was actually a little unsettling because it was moving so slowly. Yeah. Entry number 1. Petra the Pisces here. I'm 16 and I love something. My ambition is Secure Plus. Nice to meet you. Entry number 2. Andrea is my name. I'm 14 and my star sign is Leo. I like to suck blood. Nice to meet you. Number 3, Renata, and I'm a 25-year-old Aries. I do a mean tornado. Entry number 4, Libra, Tina, Volcanoes. I like that volcano was green, and then the pluralized ES was not. This might hurt a lot. Ow! Wait, they all act before we do? This is insane. Holy. Well, I don't want to run away because I'm afraid I'll have to fight these things just to get past them. And if they act first again, we will just straight up die. So we cannot take another round of combat like that. Wait. Now, we killed the one that used Tornado, and the one that used volcanoes. So if they keep using the same attacks over and over, the most dangerous ones are gone. But yeah, this shows why I was afraid to get into battle. They didn't cast Black Hole like I was thinking of, but they did a ton of damage. Yeah, obviously in the normal run, taking that kind of damage wouldn't be that big a deal because we could heal up after, but we're not going to be able to heal for a while. I don't know where the healing station is in this dungeon, or Aqua Balls. It might be close by. I think it's on this same screen, in fact. And what was the name of it? It's like Energon or Energizer or something along those lines. It's a reference to Chrono Trigger. Like there's a chest over here, right? Yeah, but I am deathly afraid of fighting those things, so I think we missed 2 chests on that screen. It's such a cool looking area. Ooh, Ghost Child. Yeah, if we get in another fight like that last one, we might just die and get a game over. We are inside the building, yet what is this thing doing in here? This place is beyond me. But yeah, those Harlequins can cast random spells, so there's a lot of RNG as to what they'll choose to use. Hmm. So what was that thing about needing the Arnie train pass? Was that not mandatory? Maybe it was just to get loot. Now this is big in terms of the story. What's going on here? Karsh? Is that you, lad? I don't believe this. These are the Acacia Dragoons who disappeared 3 years ago. What went on here? And they seem to be some sort of spirits or ghosts. What? Are you alright? What's wrong? You have been acting strangely ever since we entered this building. Is it that child again? There's no turning back now. We must keep going, sir. I do like that they call you Sir, not Link. Alright. Yeah, in this world, a bunch of people who we see on the screen went missing 3 years ago, and it messed up a lot of things. And now we get a hint as to why. A sunset? Have the clouds from the Dead Sea cleared up? It appears that the dimension itself is more unstable here than elsewhere. It is the time and space within a structure completely different from anywhere else. Luckily, the distortion to leave this place is still here. That is good news for us. It really is. I think the healing thing is right up here. Wait, am I crazy? Oh. Well, you read Enertron. That's the name of it. It's funny. I said I think it's right up here, but I took the left pass and missed it. Yes, it was literally right up here. Be restored. Status abnormalities removed. But you're still hungry. Now that is a callback to the first game, Chrono Trigger. In it, you go to the future and it's a desolate wasteland, and people have no food, and they're only surviving because the Enertron restores your energy, but it doesn't get rid of your hunger. So, as a part of the bleakness, whenever you would heal, it would remind you, but you're still hungry. Which I always thought was cool. Anyway, now that we've saved, let's see if we can go back and grab a chest or two. I don't remember if any items in this dungeon are going to be useful for us. I know there are a couple items that are good just in general, but I don't think any of them are important for our run. I believe the hero sword is here. Yeah. When you find it, it's named the prop sword, but once you collect it and the other equipment for a character named Pierre, it turns into the hero's sword. Pure blood. So that wasn't useful. Hmm. Okay, yep, here's the prop sword I was talking about. Uh, I think there are a few more items we could get that aren't too far from here, but Yeah, I don't really want to find them. In my defense, I do know what items I really care about in this run, and I know where those are. So any items I miss are at best, or at worst, are just going to be like mildly useful. So, sort of like that earring of light, I had completely forgotten it until somebody watching told me about it. It might be mildly useful, but it's not vital. What is vital is power gloves and then later power seals. I can't wait till we get to Chronopolis and I can farm power seals because they are very, very good. But that's quite a ways off. I think there's one more chest I wanted to grab before going to the dungeon. Yeah, here. A screwy dress. I don't know what a screwy dress is supposed to mean. Is it just screwy as in weird, or does it actually have some meaning? Anyway, only females and children can wear that, and we don't have any in our party, so it doesn't matter right now. And with that all done, it's time to go fight the boss I've been dreading. Oh, wait, there is another item on the left here. Spooky ghost children? Okay, Hellbound is an element we don't care about. And then here is Lean's Bell. From the town square of the first town in front of her. Or not Lean's Bell, Nadia's Bell. May our prayers for peace ring on for eternity. AD 1000 is the year you start Chrono Trigger in. But Nadia's bell will never be heard again. Never. We know everyone worked to save the planet's future for nothing. It's all because of you. You killed it. You! Ah, I should not try to do voice work. So many lives were supposed to be saved. The planet was to be healed with love, hope, and dreams. How could you? How could you do such a thing? It's all your fault that the world is going to end up like this. It's all your fault. Surge, murder. Who are those children? Okay, so now they can see the kids, even though they couldn't before. It's Surge's fault that the world will end up like this? Don't let it bother you. It's just a distant echo from one's far gone. It's just an illusion. Welcome to the Tower of Getting. Time Crash Ground Zero. It's been a while, Surge, but I guess you don't remember who I am. I don't blame you. You were only a little child back then. I'm Miguel, a friend of your father. According to the time outside, it's been about 14 years since the night of the storm. What is this place? I don't know, but I don't think we're supposed to know about it. That child, that wounded child, brings him to me. What was that? Who's there? Wait, Wazuki, where are you going? There's no way we can sail in this storm. We don't have a second to waste, or else Surge will. What? I don't care what lies ahead of us. I'm going. There's no way I'll allow my son to die without a fight. I'd appreciate it if you waited for me here. Thank you for coming tonight, Miguel. Thank you. No, wait, Wazuki! Yes, I've been here in this very place for 14 years. It wasn't like this when I got here, though. An incident that occurred 10 years ago transformed it into the Dead Sea. Don't you know? There's nothing in the world as ruthless or impartial as death. All living matter ages over time and eventually dies, no matter how mighty or tiny the life force. So being alive means you're creeping closer to death with every second. But there's none of that here. No one and nothing ages, nothing wastes away. This quiet, boundless, and beautiful world, an ideal world, straight out of a fairy tale, isn't it? A place in time that belongs to no one. Res nullis. It's because this is a future that was eliminated. Oh, wait. He's exclaiming that. I said it quietly. History is composed of choices and divergences. Each choice you make creates a new world and brings forth a new future. But at the same time, you're eliminating a different future with the choices you didn't make. A future denied of all existence because of a change in the past. A future that was destroyed even before it was born rests here, condensed into the Dead Sea. How is that possible? Fate. Our lives are governed by fate. Fate knows all and controls all. No one can run from fate. Even your presence here was predestined here, or long ago. Real quick, sorry to interrupt. Notice he is using fate lowercase. That is important. Wouldn't you all like to become one with this world? To be part of eternity? How about it, Surge? You need no longer struggle alone, or fear an uncertain tomorrow. Well, what do you say? Of course, we refuse. I see. I guess there's only one thing left to do then. I take it you're trying to restore the dimensional distortion? If you defeat me and liberate this place, the distortion will return to the way it was. I guess this is it. Just as there are times of peace, there are times of war. You don't have to hold back. Attack me with all of your soul if you wish to live. Let fate take its course. The reason I emphasize that fate is lowercase there is he is talking about fate as a concept. There is also a character named Fate whose name is all capitalized. In the remaster, they mixed it up and they conflate the two. So when Miguel talks about Fate the concept and Fate the character, that comes later. The remaster treats them as the same thing. There's no running. He can't let us leave alive. You can't leave. Okay. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to run back to the save point to save. That way, if I refought him, I wouldn't have to do all the dialogue again. Hey. Are you ready? Anytime. But yeah, we'll see how the fight goes. Anyway, I'm not going to harp on the remaster, but part of the reason I lost motivation to work on the remaster other than life getting crazy is they made a bunch of little changes to the dialogue in the game. Most of it's tiny stuff like punctuation that you could maybe argue don't affect how things sound or what they mean. But Miguel's dialogue had a bunch of punctuation change, which completely changed the tone of how he was talking. Like, from somber to loud or vice versa, that sort of thing. But then whoever was updating the script accidentally deleted a line of the dialogue. So there's just part of his text that is missing. And it drove me crazy because I had to redo this fight like 20 times. And every time I go through it, it would just jump out at me like, this is wrong. There's a line missing. What's going on? Anyway. Fight time, let's go for a quick 3-3. Alright, so we're dealing 189 right now. Later that will decrease as the field turns more white. Now, this enemy can act every 6 units of time, which means if we use 6 stamina worth of attacks, he can attack. There is some variance though, so he could potentially not act until after 7 units of time. So if we went 3-3 here, there's a chance he wouldn't act. But if we use 2-3 here, he is guaranteed not to act. So 68 with the 189 before is what, 257 damage? And now we can 3-3 again. So we're at like 440 damage. About 600 damage. Now we don't have the stamina to 3-3, so we'll 2-3. I believe we're at about 850 damage. Now, a big thing about this battle is Holy Dragon Sword hurts, obviously. Oh my god, it one-shot Norse? Okay. I'll have to see if maybe equipping Norse with defensive equipment would let him survive that one time. But Holy Dragon Sword is his only attack that deals a lot of damage in the first phase of the battle. That said, once he gets to critical health, he will hit very hard. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to reload. Okay, yeah, see how he dropped the critical health there? Now he uses Meteor Shower. This deals a ton of damage. I don't even know if Lynx will survive since he's already injured. Okay, yeah, Lynx survives. Okay, and Lynx is fatigued, so he won't even be able to use 2-3. This will be like Ultra Nova, I think. Oh, Holy Light, not Ultra Nova. Okay. And this will just kill my party. So the trick to this fight is to try to deal as much... Oh, Zappa actually survived? I did not expect that. Anyway, the trick to this fight is to try to get him to this point where he is almost at critical health, but not quite. Okay. The idea being, if you can get him to, say, 600 health, then you can potentially burst them down before he uses that Holy Light spell. But if he uses Holy Dragon Sword on someone, they probably die. And if he ever uses Holy Light, you just lose. Like, if you don't lose, like, you could potentially, in this case, Zappa was alive. So you might be able to deal a little bit more damage after Holy Light with one remaining character and still get the kill. Yeah, Holy Light, I believe, will always kill Lynx. Holy Dragon Sword will definitely kill Lynx every time. And I don't know if it would kill Norse if I changed Norse's equipment, but the chest on the left is the Hellbound element, which we don't care about. And now, I normally don't like using any emulator functions, but when redoing a battle like this, I will allow myself to use the speed up function, just so I don't take forever to get through the dialogue. But yeah, I refuse to use save states, and I won't use the speed up function except when redoing battles like this. Okay, that's cool. 360. Well, 364. That's what? Another 160. So we're at like 530 damage, I believe. Okay, plus another 360 or so. So we've done, if I'm not mistaken, about 1,000 damage. I'm doing a 1 here. Wait, why did I do a 1 there? That was stupid. I was thinking I needed to give Lynx more stamina, but Lynx is the one who's not attacking. So yeah, doing a 1 there was just stupid of me. Anyway, I think we dealt about 1,150. So 2 3s here might actually put him into critical. But I didn't even have 6 stamina, so it works out. Yeah, I think we've dealt like 13 or 1,400 damage. Oh, Zappa gets hit. Nice. Zappa doesn't go down. So after this round of hits, I believe, unless we just miss a lot, I believe Miguel will drop the critical and then he'll use Meteor Shower. Oh, okay. He didn't drop the critical yet. Let's see if he does from the 2-3. Yeah. So now he does Meteor Shower. And I believe he has under 400 HP right now. Okay. Fatigued, unfortunately, is a huge pain. And, oh, with us being fatigued, I don't know if we can kill him. Because I'm only going to be able to do a 1-4 here, I think. Or 1-3. Oh, and we missed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the fatigue meant we weren't going to be able to deal enough damage to kill him anyway. But you did just see how we can potentially win this fight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the fatigue meant we weren't going to be able to deal enough damage to kill him anyway. The key there was he didn't use his meteor shower too early. And Zappa ate the Holy Dragon Sword, so our 2 main damage dealers, Dorbs and Lynx, were both still alive. And they both had enough HP to survive Meteor Shower. So without the fatigue there, I think we could win as long as we hit. But yeah, it doesn't require as much luck as I thought. I think the last time I attempted this run, I had worse stats on Lynx, so I would have needed more luck. Though I think I also had Harl instead of Zappa, so she died very easily. But yeah, see? This battle is definitely possible. Like there, we even had a chance to win at the end if, or when we did the 1-3 Link, the 3 hadn't missed and had crit. I'm pretty sure it would have dealt enough damage to kill the guy. All right, 150. Ooh, this isn't a good start. We've done about 220 damage. Ooh. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to reload. We've missed way too much already. So we've dealt about 400 damage, about 650. Who does he hit? Okay, he's going for that, but that's good. Wow, more misses. 50. So we're at like 850 to 900 damage, I believe. Hmm. Trying to think how I can cycle my stamina better. 2 if I do a 1. Okay, I should have done 1-2, not 2-1, but yeah. Then we do a 2 here. Okay. And now we can do a 3-3 instead of a 2-3 when we stamina push. Yeah, this is definitely unlucky run. One interesting thing is him using Turn Black there actually adjusts the field a little in our favor. Now there's one black slot, not just two, which would normally mean we deal more damage, but then we missed, so it didn't matter. Also, their Norse crit for 180 when his regular 3 attack would only deal, or would deal about 120. In the last video, I noticed that I think gun attacks might crit for 50% bonus damage, whereas normal weapons crit for double damage. Okay, now we stamina push with Link. Oh. Oh yeah. That crit was huge. I mean, we would have still had a chance to win because he would have meteor showered. Norse would have survived. Link and Zappa would have died, but the meteor shower would have. I'm sorry. If we did a crit there, he would have immediately used meteor shower. At which point Norse would live, but Lynx and Zappa would die, and then it would have been up to whether or not Norse could kill him in one round of attacks, a round during which he may have potentially had fatigue on him, so he wouldn't even been able to attack as much. But okay, just remember, someone in chat, plenty of people on the internet, heck, me myself, thought this battle was unwinnable in the challenge, and it only took us what, like 3 tries? That's huge. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm trying not to like yell or jump up and down. I am way more excited than my voice lets on. Wow. That just went so incredibly smooth. And the best part is I missed so many attacks I thought I was going to have to reload. And then right at the end we pulled it out with that crit. Oh yeah. And I even cycled my stamina to get me a 3-3 at the end to play for the crit. Okay, yeah. Attacking with Zappa there at the end instead of attacking with Lynx or Norse, so I could try to end by stamina pushing with double 3s, I think is better than what I was doing before cycling the 2 3s. But anyway, point is, we won. I'm excited. This was way easier than I expected. This was easier than the Garai battle. That's insane, man. But also, Link got a point of strength, point of resistance, point of magic resistance. Yeah. Adds a bit of, I should downplay the win a little. Our Lynx is kind of cracked right now. 40 strength is just insane. So that definitely helped a ton. But, oh yeah, that was huge. I am thrilled. Like, if I weren't on stream right now, I would get up and like be walking around. I have too much energy, or I guess adrenaline. Well done. That's the way, Surge. My, you have grown strong. Maybe, just maybe, you and your friends have the power to defeat fate and build a new future for humanity. Oh, okay. Anyway, back before when I made a point of drawing attention to the fact Miguel was talking about fate, and it was lowercase. Here, it is capitalized. Capital fate means Miguel isn't talking about defeating fate as a concept. This is our first reference to Fate, the character. And it's a really clever bit of subtle writing that you wouldn't pick up on the first time you play through. You would just see a capitalized Fate and be like, huh, that's a little weird, but probably not think much of it. I love this little bit of subtle foreshadowing of the writing, and the remaster just butchers it, and it drives me crazy. Anyway, I don't want to be focused on negative stuff like that. I'm thrilled. We won. This is huge. The Dead Sea is the true form of this planet's future. That's right. At one stage, our world was on the verge of such inevitable destruction. This was in 1999 when the parasitical alien life form known as Lavos awoke after centuries of feeding off the planet. Lavos fell from the heavens a countless number of years ago and burrowed deep beneath the surface to eat and sleep. Slowly but deliberately, Lavos devoured our planet from the inside out, waiting for the time to ripen for its true awakening. Finally, Lavos did awake and manifested its true form on the surface of the planet. That's when our world faced a death from which there seemed no possibility of escape. Were it not for a teenage boy and a group of adventurer friends, that is. These young heroes caught a glimpse of the planet's future destruction as it appeared in the year 2300. They realized they could not turn their backs on the planet, even if its death would not be anywhere near their lifetime. Time traveling from epoch to epoch, they battled Lavos for the future of our planet, and eventually won. But in saving our planet from the death Lavos was going to bring about, they also changed the course of history. At that very moment, this whole future time axis ceased to exist. Call it cause and effect, it is just a problem of possibilities, after all. In this world, there are no such things as absolutes or certainties. But the future that was supposed to have disappeared is about to be restored here. The future destruction of our planet is going to become a reality in this world once again. The vengeance of the future we killed is about to begin, with CERN serving as the trigger. Perhaps, or perhaps not. Either way, it is all part of the grand game of the gods and goddesses. People are dragged into playing this game, forced to put their own lives on the line without even knowing the rules, without ever being allowed to complain. They try to do their best under the conditions placed upon them. The only alternative is to give up and leave the playing field in a forfeit. Sorry, I'm trying not to harp on the remaster too much, but this line, I love the way he says it. You see, the only alternative is to give up and leave the playing field in a forfeit. ... The ellipses there makes it clear that his voice is kind of trailing off. It's a somber, thoughtful, there's a pause. In the remaster, they just cut it down to one period, which makes it end abruptly. Like, there is no trailing off. And I don't want to harp on the remaster. I know most people don't care about the changes to its translation, but I love this game and how it sets the atmosphere and tone, and little things like this, particularly in such a pivotal moment, just jump out at me so much. But anyway, sorry for the distraction. 3 years ago, members of the Acacia Dragoons from Termina visited here. Those nights were after the Frozen Flame, of course. But instead, they became salt for the Dead Sea. You see, only the Chosen One can approach the flame. It looks like fate has made its decision and has started to carry it out now. Again, we see fate is capitalized here. Though this time, only the first letter is capitalized, not the whole word. I'm not sure why on that case. But here, fate is all capitalized. I think in the previous box, it was supposed to be like this, to clearly indicate that he's referring to Fate the character rather than Fate the concept. Anyway, Fate doesn't want the Frozen Flame to awaken in this place at this time. It would choose to destroy the flame along with the whole Dead Sea, then to allow its enemies to take hold of the flame. I think that was supposed to say rather than. This lost future is about to disappear into the darkness beyond the dimensions again. You have no time to spare. You must leave here immediately. Quick, go! God. I am so bad at voice, but whatever. I love you so much. That is why I sometimes desire to smash you to bits. Obviously, that's supposed to have much more emphasis on. Don't worry about me. You must go now. By the way, that I must smash you to bits thing is a callback to the original game. Farewell, Surge. The future is yours for the taking. You, the one that the Frozen Flame has chosen. My dear Lena, may you live in a happier tomorrow. We're not going to make it. Grab hold, sons of man. And then we get saved by a dragon. That was a pretty cool cinematic. Uh, I didn't want to distract from the cinematic because I thought it was cool, and also I just didn't want to make a fool of myself. But I muted my mic during that entire cinematic and was basically squealing and like hollering a little. I was so excited. I genuinely cannot believe we beat Miguel. And it was only on our, what was that? Our third try? That's insane. That's so awesome. And the best part is, like, the rest of the game doesn't have any huge power spikes like that. So we should be able to get through. I think we can get to the second to last boss. Like, yeah. Like, I'm sitting here thinking about what bosses we're going to fight. There's technically one boss we can't beat called the Royal Jelly. You can't damage it except with red elements. So it just makes it so you can't beat the game without using elements. So we just kind of have to ignore that boss for the run. But yeah, I think every other boss should be manageable. I think we got through the hardest parts up until the last two bosses. This is awesome. I'm so excited. But anyway, back to the game. Why did you help us? I, too, would like to witness this. How thou shalt live and how thou shalt die. If thou art planning to bring forth a new entity, prepare thyself for anguish and sorrow. To the Sea of Eden. If thou intend to defy the goddess of fate, speak with the ancient dragon gods who sit in repose in El Nido. Let the path to the Sea of Eden be known when all the powers of the sleeping dragons are brought together. Ugh. I am so glad my camera wasn't on. I would feel so embarrassed if I saw how I looked when I was celebrating. Serge, you're concerned about the other world, are you not? Uh-huh. The dimensional distortion should be back in order. Let's head to Aposta Beach. Alright. First things first, let's save, because I don't want to risk accidentally losing all that progress to a game crash from me messing up. Oh! You know, I didn't even realize that this is where the dragon leaves us off. I always wondered why there was this little hook here. Because this is the town of Marlborough. I always wondered why you have that little hook. And I guess it's so the dragon has this spot to drop us off. That's cool. I don't think we can go in here. Oh, wait, we can now. A fate distortion? Yeah. I don't remember if there's anything we can do in these. Could this light be a wormhole? But the amulet isn't responding. Nope. Okay. Man, even if I can't make it, like, even if I got stuck at the very next boss, I would be okay with that because I am thrilled. I When I first started this run, I didn't think I'd make it. Well, honestly, I wasn't even sure I'd make it through Viper Manor, but I didn't think I'd make it through like Fort Dragonia. But I was almost absolutely certain I wouldn't be able to make it past Garai and Miguel. Here, I just made it past both. Yeah, the game opens up a lot, so we have a lot of options in terms of what order to do things. Plus, I believe we just unlocked a new tier of equipment. Uh, Heck, can we go get the Master Moon now? I think we can. I mean, I don't think I can beat Dario because he's very scary. He had like something like twice as much health as Miguel had, and he acts just as fast. Normally, there's a couple of ways you can cheese Dario, but we're not going to be able to do any of them because they require us to use elements. Oh my god. But yeah, even if I got stuck on the run right here and couldn't make a single bit more progress, I would be okay with it. I am thrilled. Uh, Not gonna lie, I was super tempted to just end the stream after the cinematic where we escape with the dragon. Just be like, okay, that's it for today. That I'm gonna go like have a drink and celebrate. Go to a throw a surprise party or something. Wow. Well, uh, so I'm trying to think what all we have to do next. Oh, that's right. I don't think we go do the dragons immediately. I think there's a couple bosses before them. If so, then that would mean there's a couple bosses before we can get the Master Munich. I think when we go to the other world, we don't have access to our boat right away, so we have to do a few things before we get it back. But it doesn't matter. Like, I don't even care that I'm grinding right now. It's actually nice to relax and unwind. By the way, the plasma pistol that Starkey gave us, super important. So while he was in our party, I do want to give a shout out to Starkey. He did help us win. Zappa wasn't particularly important. He did get a couple attacks in to help with how we were cycling our stamina. And he was super important against the Gry fight and the Highwayman fight. So kudos to him too. All right, so I think we still need to do a couple more battles. Wait, we can go to the other dimension where there's the flying fish. They make it much easier to grind. Should have done that. Oh, wait. So this is the dimensional gate. Let's get going. And I cannot wait to go back and watch that fight where we won, just to see how lucky I had to get for it to work. But go away, shoo, leave me alone. The shadow cat looking thing see us and back off. Oh, what's going on? Over here is the scary looking cat man. Boy, I'm in a major fix. Be gone, demons, if you value your lives. We'll take you on. But yeah, if I remember right, we actually missed a good number of attacks that battle, or on that attempt. So, oh god, yeah, I wish I could go back and look right now, but I think I even said that we're probably going to have to reload. Or was that maybe that was the attempt before? I don't remember offhand. But yeah, I just know that I did not expect to win. And even when I did the 3-3 at the end, it was just kind of a Hail Mary. And then as soon as I saw that crit, my mind was just racing. Anyway, phew, you saved me. I thought you were bad guys too, by the way you look. I was looking for rainbow shells when those things start harassing. But look, I got the shells, alright? I better head back and give them to Kiki. Thanks a lot for saving me. Bye! Hey, mister, you should be careful, too. Lots of monsters running around nowadays. All the grown-ups say it's a rebellion led by Surge. And I heard the Surge is trying to kill everyone on the island. I can't believe someone wanted to do that. I wonder what's gonna happen to us. Looks like there's much chaos going on here. A revolt led by Surge? Is Surge siding against the people? Alright, we wanted to grind a couple more battles for that. Yeah, now Surge has 40 strength, so he's just gonna be cleaving through things. Especially as I think I can get the silver weapons now. I don't know, I might have to go to Termina before I can get them. Wait, no, I already have silver weapons. Never mind, I'm thinking stone weapons. Stone, yeah, yeah. No stat gains for anyone. Let's try one more battle. Okay, here we are. HP. Oh my god, Link's in. Wow, that's huge. He's getting strength and resistance, which is already good, but that also means next boss battle, you'll get them too. So after the next boss, Lynx is going to have 42 strength. Norris will have 29, and Zappa will have 37. Alrighty. I do want to grind some stats on my other characters, but I'm gonna wait to do that. Hey, found a rainbow shell. That shell there can only be gotten when the storekeep isn't there. And since everyone's hiding, now is a good point to get it. We don't really need the rainbow shell. We're not going to be able to craft equipment with them, but no. Let's really wait. Can we craft one? Oh yeah, we can craft one rainbow equipment, but we'll get the materials for it from an item that we disassemble. So yeah, we don't actually need to find any rainbow shells. Mhm. Hey man, sorry, only Arnie residents are allowed through here. They're all taking shelter from the evil surge. Oh no! I think we actually have to fight our way through this valley. Yeah. So I don't think there's a boss battle, so let's just bring other people in so we can get them a little bit of that. Ooh, one of those shadow cat demon things. Ooh, uses the ability Shadow. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool. Unfortunately for him, Lynx is pretty tough, so doesn't really matter. Mutant Shaman. Alright, and then another Shadow. Wait. I think we actually want to swap Raggy into our party. We'll see. I think this is where you can get Raggy's ultimate tech. And while we can't use it in this run, I would still like to get it just because I think the scene where you get it is pretty cool. Alrighty. And yeah, everyone took a bit of damage, but it's no big deal. We'll just heal up when we get to Termina. Okay, strength resistance and magical radius, strength resistance and magic resistance bar. Okay, so her stats are starting to catch up. After the next boss, she'll be up to 28 strength, so she won't be as horrible as she's been before, but until she gets to at least 30 strength, I don't think we're going to be using her. But yeah, Pearl in general, like on average, is one of the strongest characters in the game. Granted, part of that is she's a pretty good mage, more so than she is a physical attacker. Though she's not bad at that either. She also gets access to a couple unique weapons. Well, semi-unique. I think she, Sneth, and I think someone else can use them. But one of them is the what's it called? The Pact of Lies. It's a really interesting weapon in that it has some of the highest damage in the game outside of like top tier equipment, but it also has incredibly high damage variance. Meaning you when you high roll its damage, you deal tons of damage, but when you low roll, you deal like half as much damage. Yeah, Draggy. Aw, mother, no, no! You sacrificed yourself to save me. I'm all alone. I have no family. Do not cry, my child. Who, who's there? You have great friends, Draggy. Just remember, Mother will always be in your heart. Cheer up, my child. Mother? Is that you, Mother? Yeah, I do have a lot of friends. Thank you, Mother. I'll be back. I'll come visit again with more friends. Aw. And that big breath attack summons his mother to attack enemies. Aw, poor little guy. He hatches into the world and all of his family is dead. But hey, he's made new friends. Yeah. Let's go ahead and kill these ones. Oh, can he even use his level 7 technique yet? Nope. Okay. Yeah, that technique Draggy just unlocked requires him have a level 7 element slot, and he's not even a high enough level to get it yet. Magic is meaningless in this run. Starkey gains strength. Starkey's only gonna have like 24 strength, so I don't see me ever using him over Norris. First things first, let's heal up. Sterlings, you must be tired from your long trip. And now in this world, Link did not go missing 3 years ago, so he's been running around doing stuff as recently as just, a few days ago. So everyone will remember us. And yeah, we can now make stone equipment. I think we could as soon. I don't know if we had to get to Termina or if it was as soon as we got out of the Dead Sea. But we're going to make a stone weapon for Serve. I don't know if the stone gun is better than the plasma pistol. Let me just find out. Oh, stone shot's not the gun. What is the gun? Wait, can I not make a stone gun? Oh, nope. Dendrite gun. Yeah, so the plasma pistol that we have on North is better than a Dendrite gun. So we got it back when we had Silver Weapon, and it was better than the stone weapons that we only unlock now. I don't know who my third character will be yet. So for now, oh, we don't have Carapace? I'm surprised we don't have more Carapaces, huh? Okay, I'm gonna have to go get some Carapaces so I can make what was it? The stone mail for characters. Good to know. Anyway. Wait. I did not mean to equip the steel swallow. I want the stone swallow. Yeah. And now, if I'm not mistaken, we no longer need accuracy boosting equipment on our main character. We'll check that out in a little bit. Talk to me? Talk to me? Okay. Currently, we have suspended all economic activity in Termina. Oh. So they closed down almost everything, only the element shop is still up. Who is it? And they did mention that the smith is too stubborn to close up shop. You are. Just wait right there. I'll unlock it for you. And the smith, of course, is Zappa, who we have as a playable character. So it'll be fun to bring Zappa to go see Zappa. Here, going from the left side. I know you. You tried to kill me. Well, capture me. It's been a while, Lynx. Or is it Surge? After we fought you guys, we also entered Fort Dragonia too. Roll. You're. That's the first hint that we've gotten about Kid's fate. When we were here ourselves, Lynx in our body said that he would finish Kid off later, but we didn't know what happened to her. Last we saw, she had a bunch of blood coming out of her as Lynx in our body had stabbed her. But now we see he teleported away with her, which suggests she's still alive. This is bad. General, are you alright? Riddle. Whoa. Ah! Sorry, hit the wrong button. Don't just stand around. Help the general. I cannot believe this would happen to the general. Like, I can't believe it. What in Dragoon's name happened here? So, like, what are these shiny shards? Not now. We have to stop the bleeding. Marcy, you pick up those broken pieces. Man, I am still feeling adrenaline coursing through me from beating Miguel. That's so crazy. I didn't realize I would be this excited, but I am. We brought the general to Hermit's Hideaway and prayed for his recovery. He was able to escape death, but he still needs rest. However, we can't leave the manor for too long. So he came back here, leaving Marcy behind to take care of him, only to find the poor military had taken control of Permica. Damn it, what a shame. We knew what was going on. The general talks in his sleep. Lynx is behind us, correct? That bastard. He's not going to get away with this. We've got some fault in all of this, so we got to do something about it. At least they're owning up to their mistakes. Of course, we got to rescue Lady Riddle. She's being held captive at the manor, which the poor military has converted into their headquarters. Hey, with your uniform, you can enter undetected, right? Let's join forces for the time being. It's not too late to go after him. One of us will remain here to collect info. The other will enter the manor. Let us meet afterwards. Oh yeah, the shards on the ground must have been the dragons here. We've gathered as many as possible, but we don't have any use for it. You can have them. Now this choice isn't very important, because we will get both of them eventually. My first thought would be to take Zoa, because we're going into the manor and you have to have Zoa in your party to open a chest in his room. But all that chest gets you is his level 7 technique, which we can't use anyway, and if we did want it, we could always go back for it later. So I'm going to take Karsh, because I do think he's a little bit better. Plus, he's a green innate, and we already have North for a yellow innate, so we don't really need Zoa as another yellow. 32 strength. That's actually pretty good. 27 resistance. And yeah, Karsh is looking pretty good. I will probably put him in my party. Well, no, I probably won't use him over Norris or Zappa, but I might. But whichever way I go on that question, I'll definitely be putting him in my party to level up. Yeah, now we have to go back to the Viper Manor. This time it's to free Riddle. That's when I thought business was coming along. Poor guy. That was the guy who asked us how much he should charge for the snacks he was selling. John, you are the most wonderful here. Oh, Sir Lynx, have you seen that bastard Sir? That guy, I never thought he'd be such an evil man. I'll give him a taste of my masterful skills. Oh wait, I don't have Kirsch in my party. Ooh, and I should put Vaughn in my party, or not Kirsch, Zappa in my party. I want to bring Zappa to the Smith shop so he can talk to himself. But I'd also like to take Van, or Vaughn, up to that mansion so he can talk to his self. I'm curious what she has to say about spring. Fortunes be good, fortunes be bad, blah blah blah. Been a long time, Lady Spring. Have you been well? I'm doing fine. I finally made it back to the real world. It's been swell to hang out with you again. I completely forgot that those two know each other. That's cool. Yeah, all of the fortunes reveal a little bit about the characters. I mostly am not going to track them, but I wanted to see what she had to say about Spriggs. Oh, so this is an resource trader. Okay. Let's get rid of. Yeah. I'm gonna get 4 carapaces so I can make a bunch of stone mail. I'm trying to use my consumables for the resource trading because they sell for the least. But I still need a little bit more, so fine. There. Now, next time I am crafting equipment, I can make stone armor for Link and Norse. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, this was one of my childhood games as well. By the way, thanks for stopping in, but you missed me being super happy. I mean, I'm still thrilled. I beat Miguel. Like, he was the boss I did not think I would ever beat in this run, but we took him down. Greco used to be one of our party members. Who might you be? Strange. I sense that I felt your presence before. I can't remember. Uh, can we tell him who we are? Strange. We can't tell him that we're Surge. But yeah, I remember playing this game back as a teenager in my room. At the time, I was actually living in a room in a garage. Oh right, I have to go beat Dario before I can deal with that sword. And I think it's the one in the other world I have to grab anyway. Or is it the one in this world? I can never remember. But yeah, that's the Einlancer, and we'll need it to get Glenn the second copy and make him super OP. Anyway, right now we are supposed to go to Viper Manor to rescue Riddle. But before, looks like we're gonna have some dialogue. Then bring this boy Surge to me as soon as you find him. Yes, sir. Why, Sir Link? Or why, Sir Link? Sir Lynx, where have you been all this time? We heard that you headed to Fort Draconia with the general. Exactly what happened back there? There have been many strange occurrences since then. Perhaps you know a boy named Surge? Commander Norris, there's an urgent message for you from command. What is it? I'm sure it is a level 2 security message. Go ahead, take no heed. This man is one of us. Yes, sir. Grubbeck has just arrived at the manor, sir. He's quite ahead of schedule. Understood. I will return ASAP. Sterling, forgive me, but I must return to the manor at once. Please come to the manor a little later. We'll discuss this in more detail then. But yeah, we had actually built a bedroom in our garage, and I was living in it. And I really loved that room, actually. Because it was in the garage, and then it was a room inside the garage, there was no light, so if I closed the doors and turned off the light, it was pitch black. No trespassing. Okay. It was like living in a little cave, and I had my PlayStation 1 and an old CRT TV. And I remember playing this, Final Fantasy 7 and 8, even Final Fantasy 9 on that one. Anyway, we want to go to Viper Manor next, but first we're just going to fight a couple battles to level up these characters in our party. We need to do one fight for Renius and Sprig, and then another fight for Carson Vaughn. And then we can head to Viper Manor. I wonder just how old I was when this game came out. I think it came out in, what, like 1999 or so? So I probably would have been about 13, thereabouts. I remember GameFAQs was a new thing to me. This was one of the first games I actually went online and looked at message boards for. Ooh, strength met. Okay, Sprig is weirdly strong in this run. Normally, Sprig isn't a very good character, but she's actually getting really good stats compared to what I expect of her. Also, Arenis, who's normally a mage, is going to have 32 strength after the next boss. And she got an agility level up. Always cool to see, since you don't get many of those. Alright, and now we just need Perth and Vaughn to do a battle. And for our party, do we want to keep using Zappa, or should I bring in Perth in his place? Zappa's still stronger than Karst, I think, but I need to double check. Oh, wait, that's what I forgot. I want to check if I need. Yeah. I need to check if we still want to have accuracy boosting equipment on Surge. I think with the stone weapon, you don't need accuracy boosting equipment. I don't think it does any good. Ooh, Karsh got a strength level up. Nice. Let's double check. So yeah, we have a stone swallow. The Dragoon's honor is supposed to increase our accuracy, but let's find out. There is a point where you get so much accuracy boosting from the quality of your weapon that accuracy boosting equipment or accessories don't matter, but it looks like it's not here. Because right now our threes only have 70% chance to hit, not 72%. So I guess it's when you get prism equipment that it happens. Okay, good to know, good to know. Yeah, there's a weird thing where you can only get a. Oh, apparently I should have fought more battles with other characters to get a bit more HP on. Oh well. But anyway, there is a limit to how much accuracy boosting you can get from equipment. So at a certain point, it's not worth putting on accessories that increase your accuracy. Now, before we go to Viper Manor, I just want to go talk to a couple people. I want to take Zappa to talk to Zappa, and I want to take Vaughn to talk to Vaughn. Music is so soothing to me. What do you have to say? I'm on watch for any suspicious shit. We have information that makes this blacksmith, or that, we have information that this blacksmith makes weapons for the Dragoons. There is no use hiding. We hereby order you halt all operations here and stand down and fire that forge. Hey, did you understand that? Ah, stop it. That's dangerous. The Craftsman Workshop is a dangerous place for a layman. It's your own damn fault for coming near it. Besides, by what need do you, or do I have to listen to an order? I'll take no orders from you. Be gone with you. I've work to finish. So you're not going to stop work no matter what? Don't make me tell you the same thing twice. I got a short temper. If you can, oh, is another word for understand. If you can what I said, then get yourself out. Very well. If that is your answer, I take it. I will let you go this time, but do not think that we'll overlook this a second time. Canonically speaking, Zappa is a really powerful fighter. So if that soldier had tried anything, he would have got his butt kicked. I don't know how you pronounce that in his accent. I don't care who tells me I ain't gonna stop working. You be me? I need your help. I want to hammer this thing to make that thing you have. It's the rainbow. So this, what you've been talking about is the rainbow accent. I knew I could count on myself. So, shall we start hammering? Be a wee bit hard by myself, but two of us working together should be a breeze. I would love to help you, but this here hammer is too weak for the job. If I had a sturdier hammer, looks like I'm no use to you for the time being. My apologies. You might be right. Later, we'll be able to get a better hammer, and then we can come back here, and then we can make rainbow equipment. Except we'll never be able to get the material to make more than one piece of it. Which is a shame. Fortunately, there's a lot of special equipment we can use instead, so it shouldn't be too bad. Young Master, you shouldn't be going out at a time like this. Young Master? Now, Van, the kid we have with us, or Vaughn, is from the other world, and in that world, this place is almost a shack. It's a really small home. His family's poor and struggling with money. This Vaughn is the son of a famous painter who got rich by selling counterfeit goods. The soldiers are all dawdling around here. I do wonder what's happening. I guess there's problems in any world you go to. Let's both try to live up to our best. My goodness, you look like me. Could you be a doppelganger? If so, am I going to die and go to heaven soon? What are you talking about? So you are not. Haha, then you must be father's illegitimate son. Normally, this would be a tearful reunion or some such thing, but I'm not a dullard. I love that. I know this guy's me, but it hurts my head knowing he's such a blockhead. How dare you? What do you mean, blockhead? Oh well, keep working on your paintings. I'll take care of all the dirty work. I do not comprehend what you're saying, but best of luck to you too. Yeah, it's nothing major as far as things go, but I just wanted to see it. I think it's interesting to see how different versions of the same character interact with themselves. But with that done, it's time to go to Viper Manor. And I think we have to fight Oh yeah, that's where we get Orca. Orca, the Hell's Cook. He was actually a character I relied on heavily, him and Zappa, when I did a red innate only run, where I could only use red elements or I could only use red characters and they could only use red elements. That was a really fun run. It was one of my first challenge runs I've ever done with this game. Okay, so yeah, Kirsch is close to Zappa in terms of strength. Even has more resistance and magic resistance. So for now, we will continue using Zappa, but there's a decent chance we'll switch over to Karsh or potentially someone else. Yeah, sure. Sterlings, please go to her. But yeah, when we recruit Orca, we'll actually get to learn the solution to a mystery from earlier in the game. This playlist. Sterlings, please go to her. Being stubborn, eh? I'm going to ask you one more time. What happened at Fort Dragonia? Where's General Viper? And where is the Frozen Flame? I do not know, and even if I did, I would never tell you. Damn this goody two shoes. Listen up, Missy. Do you know what kind of predicament you're in? Please, sir, this woman has done nothing wrong. She is a prisoner of the poor military. This is a legitimate interrogation. I do not believe that, sir. There has to be a better way to go about this. Just give it a little more time, man. We don't have the time, Norris. I have no time to be listening to your idealistic theories. Now, Missy, let's have you go down to the basement. No, please. Wait. Norris, I've had enough of you for today. I want you to stay out of this. Take her away. Yeah, this isn't the version of Norris we have in our party, but you can see he still has a lot of the same idealistic traits. You disappoint me. Remain on standby in the parlor. I can't hear you. Please, wait. Think of what you're doing. Can you live with that? He won't talk to you. He has no interest other than fighting. This cannot be. Is he the one from the lab? That's right. This is the killing machine Grubbick. Grubbick only takes orders from those who are stronger. Ha! Another soldier who won't listen. Dismiss. Hold the cook. The hell one, of course. Yes, sir. Wait, what is the parlor? I remember we got the parlor key. Wasn't that for this one? Thought it was. I don't know what the parlor in this manor is. Yeah, we got the parlor key earlier in the game, and it had us unlock one door, and it was the door we just checked. That over there is our ultimate weapon, Juliet. There's no way you can defeat that thing. Let's see if we can go to the library and talk to Balthazar. This is a pretty cool theme, but man, I love the way it looks at night. Hey, Balthazar. How's it going? It appears that my worst fears come true. You are third inside Lynx's body. You have come to rescue Riddle, have you not? I believe Riddle has been imprisoned in the basement. First, go and find Norris. He should be able to help you. You should be in the parlor on the first floor. That confuses me because the room I went to is the room we opened with the parlor key, but it's not what I would think of when I hear the word parlor. Oh, we can just check several rooms. Hey, they got rid of the little floor trap. When we first came here, there was a statue. You had to put a password in. If you put the wrong password in, you fall through the hole. I didn't realize they get rid of that when you come back. That's cool. That is Harold's room. This is the guard's room, I believe. Yeah. Commander Norris is a little too soft. I wish he'd just crack down those El Nido hits. You might want to watch who you say that to. My orders are to investigate the sewer system. I try to wake him up, but he won't budge. He's useless anyway. Believe it or not, that character actually has backstory to him. And we can find out more about him later. Anyway, let's go ahead and make some stone mail, since we did go through the trouble of getting a couple more carapace. Oh, I don't have another mithril? Oh, I didn't realize a stone mail requires mithril. Interesting. Anyway, we don't need a silver soul anymore, so we'll disassemble that to get some mithril. You'll get a stone mail, plus 3 physical defense, plus 4 magical defense. Oh, Norse has been using an iron mail all this time instead of a mithril mail. So, I thought, who was it? Garai, Highwayman, and Miguel with the wrong armor equipped. That's kind of funny. Wait, Zappa was too? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I crafted 2 mithril mails for these characters, and then I just never equipped them. Oh my god. I wonder how much easier that would have made those battles. Oh, so wow, I didn't just beat Garai Miguel, who I wasn't sure I could beat, but I beat them with worse equipment than I should have had. That's interesting. Hi, Ortra. I know you. What you make me cook the horror soldier's food for? He's from our hometown of Arnie. I feel bad for Ortra. He doesn't know he's being used. What the hell is taking so long? Where's my food? That's probably what they'll need of people. They're too lazy. Commander Norris disguised himself as an espionage to conduct espionage. Or as a dishwasher to conduct espionage. Anyway, this is where we finally get confirmation explicitly that Norris was the dishwasher who we saw acting suspicious in here when we first came to the manor, and then who came in, or we found in Lucia's lab acting all suspicious. We knew it was a spy, somebody, but we weren't 100% sure that it was Norris, even though Norris did refer back to doing investigations. Here, the game makes it explicitly clear it was Norris. These same hints, and the fact Norris is from the mainland where hydras are not extinct, are enough for us to get the idea that it was Norris who saved Kid when she was poisoned, that Norris brought the antidote to her. There's one ending in the game which actually explicitly says Norris did it. Like, Kid refers to him being the one who saved her life. So that one dialogue box makes a big part of the mystery clear, and then the extra ending ties up the rest of it. Lucia used to work in a lab up in Ports, but she lost her brother in a freak accident during an expense. So she wanted to get away from it all, so she made her way to El Nido. But yeah, that's one thing I really like about the game. There's tons of little interactions between different people and different things. Let's go talk to Lucia. Oh, wait, this isn't the right room. We need to come here. Wait. Well, I'll go back in a second. What is it you want? Are you really Link? There's something different about you. Oh, we can't tell our word search? Da? Da? Hmm. Alright. Can we get to the treasure chests that were over here that we couldn't get to before? I don't know. Yeah. There should be a switch here. Alright. You may have heard a little clunking sound. The last couple times we came here, there was a guy standing in that corner, and he mentions that we aren't allowed to it, that we would need Viper. He was in a case of Dragoon, though, so when Port took over, he had to leave, and that clears up. Oh, wait. Okay, maybe I'm a dum-dum. There's a switch. Push it. Okay, that was it. Yeah. I thought I had pushed the switch already. Anyway, Viper's Venom is a weapon for General Viper and a Rainbow Shell. So yeah, we've come through this room 2 times before and couldn't get those treasures. Now we can. So we're supposed to come down to the basement, but we need to find Norris first. Under investigation, sir. You can't allow even us in. Okay, so we have to go find the parlor. What the hell is considered the parlor? Balthazar said it was on the first floor. I feel like such an idiot right now. Hey, kitty. Ooh, who are you? Nice and firm, but a bit smelly. That chest is a chest only Zoa couldn't open. That's why we didn't bother getting it. Commander North had another disagreement with his appearance and has been sent to the parlor on the other side. Okay, but didn't we just check that room? Oh my god, I might be the dumbest dumb person there ever is. I wonder, was this Harl's room and this was the parlor? I checked literally every room except for this room because I thought this was Harl's room and the room next door was the parlor, but I had them backwards. I just want to point out I did a great job finally beating Miguel, and then I spent all this time wasting away. I can't even talk. I spent all this time looking for Norris and missed the one room he's in. Wow. High highs and low lows. Who are you? Another me? What's going on? Let's just say I am another you and leave it at that. Pardon me for saying this, but it appears that both of us need to look at the big picture. We'll only have a limited understanding by staying in the same place. Silence. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it, sir. This has been bothering me since we met up in Terminal. You seem different from what I last remember. You just seem different. This man is not Lynx. What? May look like Lynx on the outside, but his spirit is that of Sir. Is it true, Sir Lynx? What has happened? I see. So the surge commanding the insurgent troops is the real Lynx. Everything is starting to make sense. We're wrong all along. We never should have joined forces with Lynx. And what brings you here? General Viper's daughter should be here. I see. Then you are here to rescue her. Understood. I would like to help. Riddle should be in the basement prison. Please take this. There's a sewage system below the prison. You should be able to break into the prison by making your way through the sewers. Use the hatch downstairs. The sewers are full of monsters. Please be alert. I have heard of one particularly dangerous monster. I will be in the first floor main hall. Please meet me there once you rescue Riddle. Okay, so yeah, here's Orcha. Hi, Orcha. It's that time again. Cha, what you talking about? You know, this? Rah! Oh, Orcha. Ha cha 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 cha. Your guest is waiting in the basement. Acha. So yeah, that bell makes Orchard turn into a demonic form. And much earlier in the game, the dragon tear, or it was either, I think it was the Tear of Hope, but it might have been the Tear of Hate, was stolen from Goldo, and they make a point of saying they don't know how it was stolen. And the answer is Orcha there. Orcha is a well-known person there because his family actually lives there. Where's the sewer key? I don't see the sewer key. Am I the what? Oh, prison key. Yeah, I was looking for sewer key, but it says prison key. Huh. Wait, can I? Wait, I can't use the key there. Where do? Oh, do I have to use it somewhere else? Maybe I have to use it here where I'm farther away from people. Okay. Anyway, Orcha's family lives in Goldo, so he could easily walk around there, no problem. And oh, don't want to fight these guys. By turning him into his evil form, they were able to get him to steal the tear. So yeah, that's a mystery that was set up like what 10 bosses ago or something. I think we're like star level 13 or so when that mystery is set up, and now it's resolved, and we're like star level 20 something. And yes, I could kill these guys, but any damage I take will stick on us until we fight the next boss, unless we want to run back to town to heal up. So I'm hoping I can just run away in battle and then buy some time to run around them. Nope, they have me trapped in the corner. Okay. Well, we'll just fight them. Fortunately, the next boss shouldn't be too difficult, so at least compared to the previous one. Ooh. These guys have quite a bit of health. I screwed that up. I meant to do 2 pause, 2 3, but instead I did 2 2 with no pause. Fortunately, the attack didn't actually deal any damage, it just froze north, and that doesn't stick around after the battle. Wait. Wow, we're supposed to go into the water. That's right. The water flows too fast. We should be able to stop it somewhere. Yeah. Run past them. Okay, that shows we can walk over barrels. So we push that barrel into the water. Treasure chest. I think we sold the chest a long time ago and weren't able to grab it. What's over this way? Oh, is this to the Shadow Force? Hey, it is. Wait, there was a chest there. Maybe we can grab that real quick. Um, eh. So the door is locked, but we're able to knock the chest down to the lower floor. So if we ever go back to that area, we might be able to grab the chest. Cool little thing. Yeah, and then we knock this barrel into the water. Eh, you can't get past the barrel. Oof, oof, oof. Ah! Okay, we got there. Oh wait, I think we missed one of the barrels. Wait, didn't we? Oh, I think we got that barrel into the water before, but then when we left to go to the Shadow Force, it reached that. Yeah, it looks like that's what happened. Cool. So what's over here? Okay. I'm gonna go the other route real quick, see if there's any treasure. Yeah. Ooh, move, move, faster, faster. Ah, no. Anyway. Yeah, I think we have to go over the barrels to progress the plot. So I'm gonna check out what this other doorway takes us to before we go there. Yeah. I need that enemy to move out of our way so we can. Yeah, there we are. Ooh, there's a chest here that I didn't notice. Dendrite. I think we now have 5 of those. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that doorway just takes us here where we could have reached anyways. But we opened it from the inside, so now we can go directly to this part of the sewers. Save us a little bit of trouble in the future. Hopefully those barrels didn't reset. No, they didn't. Sweet. But yeah, if we wanted, we could have taken that path to leave. So basically, we just unlocked the shortcut. That's cool. One thing I do like about this game is it does utilize shortcuts in dungeons a lot. So that you don't have much in the way of backtracking you have to do. That said, okay, I think we have to go back. Yeah, yeah. We have to go back to the start of the sewers where we fell in, and this time the water won't knock us away. So we take the shortcut back to the main floor, right in front of the locked prison door. Then we'll go up 1 floor to the left, find another sewer grate. I wonder if that guy could see us leaving the sewers and wonder what in the world is going on. Hmm. Yeah. Wait, what? I got knocked back here, didn't I? Harbor. I am confuzzled. I thought we were supposed to be able to walk up when we went there. Did I miss something? Please, just no. Hmm. Let's try one more time. Maybe I just messed up on the walking up part. There was a time I could navigate this game very well, but it's been quite a while since I played the game enough to do that. So, yeah, aren't we supposed to be able to just go up? Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, last time I just let the water push me a little too far down. It's over here. Hmm. Don't know what this way. Looks like we can't walk up that path though. Whoa. Hmm. See what's over this way. Some sort of frickin' opening it. Okay. Right, that's the way we came from, I believe. So we want to come try over here. Okay. Ah. It'd be easier if I could just kill these enemies and not have to worry about running around them. Ah! Well, that's the thing that happened. I honestly don't remember this dungeon at all. I don't know if that means it's not a very good dungeon or if it's just because of its point in the game or where it's at in the game, but it's just this is probably the least memorable part of the game to me. An element we don't care about. Ah, is that really all we can do over here? At least for now, okay. Wait, how do I get to that lever? I need to, oh, okay, I need to come from over here. Wait, why can't I walk to the right? Looks like I should be able to. I think I'm missing something in this room, so I'll probably have to come back to it. But first, there's another path that I haven't taken, I believe. Oh, you come from this way to get to it. So do we tighten it or open it? I'm not sure which is right. Oh. Okay, and if we say open it, it'll just go back to where it was, right? Okay, yeah, that's simple enough. So we'll tighten it, then we'll go back to the room like I thought, and we should be able to go there. I hope. Uh, but yeah, when you're skipping all those fights, this game feels really weird. Because you get large parts where you're not really engaging with the game combat at all. In most games, that's going to be true, but you are disincentivized from avoiding fights. A lot of games don't let you avoid random encounters, or they make it so you'll miss out on a lot of experience and be much weaker if you do. Whereas this game actually kind of encourages it. Alright. That gets us. Is this all just for a treasure chest? Okay, nope, it's for the boss. God, if I die to this boss after all this, I'm going to be so annoyed. Just because of the amount of time it took and the fact I couldn't save. Speaking of which, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna run away and see if the boss will let me leave. Like, I was gonna leave and go save. I'm not going to leave and go save because it would take me too long to run back to the last save point, but I am curious if you could, if you wanted to. Oh my god, you totally can. That's awesome. So those are eggs on its back? Interesting. I have no idea how much health this boss has. To be honest, I barely remember this boss even exists. 7, 8. Okay. So it can act after 8 stamina worth of actions. That may not be the minimum, but it is a possible amount. So we want to only use 7 stamina worth of actions before going for the stamina push. Okay. No, Zappa took a lot of damage there. This boss is not as much of a pushover as I thought it'd be. I'm sorry. That was just the funny. That was perfect timing. This boss is as much of a pushover as I thought it'd be. Immediately go up and use my weakest attack and it falls over dead. I might actually clip that because that was just perfect timing. uh, so yeah, Lynx now has 30 or 42 strength, 30 resistance. Norse has 29 strength. Zappa has 37 strength, and was that 29 resistance? Okay. Oh right. One of these takes me where I need to go to progress the plot. The others take me to different spots. Ah, what am I doing here? I missed the smell of the sea. Hey, something down below? Is anybody there? Hi, hold on a bit. You, oh, shiver me timber. Link, just come down. Do you really think Lynx would be here? He's right before my eyes, ain't he? This is not Lynx. He is searched on the inside. They're pulling me leg. Hmm. It is strange that he'd be here. But I'm honored that you would come to save me. I owe you one. We are not here to rescue you. We're here to rescue General Riddle's daughter. Oh, is that so? Well, you ended up saving me. Anyway, let me help. Do you know where General Viper's daughter is? I, a young lass, is taken to the cell next door. Well, how do we get out of here? Here's the key to the prison. Oh, great. I'm gonna go free the others and make me escape. Good luck to you. How did I end up in here? Okay, so we can't unlock that door, so I guess we have to go back down to the sewer. Yeah, we will be able to recruit Fargo in a little bit. Whoa, I didn't know you could get in from there. Yeah. Do you want to leave? Like, are you really not gonna, like, leave, dude? I'm trying to get you out. Okay. Hey, I showed the guy the way to get out. He doesn't seem interested, though, so that's on him. Anyway, I thought there was a treasure chest in one of these cells, but I don't see one. Anyway, the door to the right is where we need to go to progress the plot. But I'm gonna go outside and heal up first. Plus, I want to go fight some battles to gain stats. It's a little tedious to do after all of our boss battles, but doing so is why we're at like 40. How much strength are Link's up to? 42. Yeah, normally at this point, I think you'd be closer to like 34 strength. So grinding these mini seconds actually adds up. Let me out. So Lynx, will you be leaving? Yes, I will. Anyway, the next boss will be the Hell Cook Workshop. He shouldn't be very difficult. The fact we just got stone equipment for Link just changes the game dramatically. We haven't given stone weapons to anyone else, but Link is our main damage dealer, so every time we upgrade his weapon, things get easier for a little while after. Dead. Yeah. Stuff like this is the most tedious parts of doing challenge runs, but I mean, if you're doing a challenge run, you gotta expect to have some tedious grinding in it. After like Twitch streaming and recording, and like just go message everyone I know to tell them I beat Miguel. Even though, I mean, like most of the people I know probably have never played this game, would have no idea what I'm talking about. I think this will deal 0 damage. Yeah, see. We are so much stronger than these starting enemies that we are now literally invincible. And yet, fighting them is still valuable. Fighting them is basically as good as fighting any other random encounter in the game, unless that other random encounter has better treasure that we'd care about. And there's actually a ton of treasure and things you can get from battles. The problem is, most of what we would want comes from stealing, and you can't steal without opening the element menu. So, we'll fight one more battle, see if we get anything. I'm pretty sure this is one of the levels you can get stat gains from. There are certain points in the game, like between certain bosses, where you can't get stat gains, at least not any sizable ones between bosses. So that always makes grinding for these mini stat gains a little weird, because if you don't get any, it's like, well, did I not get any because RNG just wasn't on my side? Or did I not get any because there are none available? So what we'll do to kind of test that is we'll swap a couple people in. Now here, worst case scenario, we'll fight a couple battles and they'll get any of the HP bonuses that are available, like the other couple characters got. Best case scenario, and fighting the battles to get these HP gains, Surge will get a bigger level up bonus and we'll confirm that there is a bigger bonus available. Alrighty. Yeah, bit of HP form. So I'm thinking there are no larger stat gains available here, but Harsher and Rennie both have good enough stats that we might use them. So getting a little more HP on them isn't a bad thing. It's one enemy down. Alright. Okay. Rennie's gained HP, so we'll fight again. Basically, I'm fighting until I stop gaining stats, and then I'll move on. Missed the 94. Let's see. After we defeat Orca, or the Hellcook as he'll be called, I think we do have to fight a couple more bosses before we can leave with Riddle. Okay, yep. Looks like we're not getting any more seconds, so let's just head out. Yeah, I think we fight Brobik and then Gilead, and then we'll get out. But I'm not 100%. It's been a little while since I played this part of the game. Honestly, after the Miguel boss battle, my memory gets very hazy. Oh god, if I do have to do multiple bosses back to back with no healing, that could get rough. Yeah, so just to be safe, I will use backup save files after the next boss. Actually, I should make the first backup before I fight the boss, not after. Yeah, okay. That's a biggie. I'm trying to think if there's any more stuff we can do that's optional content yet. No, we need to defeat the boss, so yeah. After we defeat the next boss, I think is when we get access to our boat. And that will open up the game world a ton. Okay, so we'll make a backup. I think there may actually be 3 boss battles in a row, and if so, I don't think we can heal between them. Let's find out. It's so weird playing this challenge run and not being able to heal between battles using elements, or heal after battles with elements. Because there's so many parts of the game where you would normally not think anything of the fact that you can't use your elements. And yet they could matter a ton. Like the first time you come through Viper Manor, you'll wind up fighting multiple bosses without being able to heal between them, without using elements. And normally it's like, oh, that's no big deal. You just heal after each boss. It's the same as any other time. Then you come to this run, it's like, oh god, every point of damage one boss deals makes the next boss harder to kill. Oh my god, I cannot believe there was a save point right here and I didn't know that because it was hidden off screen. Yeah, when I came out of the sewers, I came out here and went left. And I think I went like this far, like far enough to see a door. If I had gone just a little further to the right, I would have seen a save point. That's funny. This man is our secret weapon, Hell's Cook. You are the cook, Orcha. What have you done to him? We had him eat some quafford seeds found in Hydra marshes. It has the power to release one's dark side. After that, we just ring a special bell, and next thing you know, we have Hell's Cook Orcha. How horrible. But why Orcha? We needed him to steal the dragon's tear from Goldo. As I said, that resolves the mystery set up way earlier in the game. Of course, his true self has no idea what he has done. No, prepare yourself. Who knows what this crazy man will do? No! You are still Link. Well, why are you here? Actually, this man is not Link's. It's too hard to explain. We're just here to take Riddle back. Walk, cha, 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 cha. Don't you go interfering with me cooking. Actually, you'll make a fine ingredient for my soup. Let's get cooking. Dear God, 200, well, nearly 240 damage per swing? Nearly 180 per swing? So let's see, 560 plus 360, 860. So yeah, we've done like 950 damage already. Oh my God, another. Yeah, we've done like 1300, 1400 damage, and the boss is attacked twice. I have no idea what this boss's AP is, so I could probably be getting a lot more attacks in. Like, I could probably be doing 1-3-3 with Norse instead of 3-3. Let's find out. Yeah, and then Link. Can Link 1-3-3 as well? Okay, yep. God, that boss is so easy compared to Miguel. HP res. Ooh, Norse got a big level up. Strength, resistance, and magic resistance. Zappa just gets resistance, so. I wonder what my other characters gained. Sir Link has gone mad. I told you, he is not Link. Like, why do you have to tell him we're not Links? It doesn't help us any. They saw me gloating as a weakness and used me. I need more discipline. I want to make it up to you. I want you to take me with you. I want to help. Hey, Orcha joined our party. Or Joincha party. Oh, there he is. 26 strength is not very impressive. Ireni's at 33, Sprig at 31. Zappa and Karsh are still leading the party. Excluding Lynx, of course, who's just by far the strongest. As he should be, because he's the main character. I will take it upon myself to make sure Riddle leaves the premises alive. Please distract the soldiers while we make our escape. I would like to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart. I shall be heading to Hermit's Hideaway to take care of my father. Be sure to stop by when you get the chance. What do you plan to do after all this? I will be returning here. Then why do you not join us? Thank you, I am honored. However, as a soldier in the poor military, I cannot abandon my country or my men. I will be fine, thank you. I wish you the best of luck. When you get a chance, please come by and see me again, North. There's something I wish to give you. Good luck. So you won't betray your country or men, I'm sorry, you won't abandon your countrymen, but you will betray them. Not sure I get it, the logic, but okay. We are completely surrounded. It's not a good idea to leave now. Okay. Can I go back this way? I know I'm supposed to go up, not sideways. Okay. I guess we can't go to the side. So yeah, it looks like there are multiple bosses that you have to fight in a row. I'm not gonna fight them, but it's interesting that those guys are white and they. I think all the Acacia ones were yellow or red. Alright, so let's go this way. I would love to be able to heal up, but I don't think that's going to be an option. Where might you be off to, Sirling? I guess we cannot talk our way out of this one. Seize them. Alright. Now, since these are just normal enemies, we're going to run away and see if that'll let us skip the battle. It's surprising how many battles are scripted that can be skipped by just running away. Huh. Where are you going? There's nowhere you can run. Is there not? Show Grubbick your skill. Okay. I'll show you my skill by trying to run away. I guess we can't. Hey, there's a lever to bring down the elevator here, but I think that's been removed. Okay, that's funny that we can run around like that. Yeah, I guess we do have to fight these guys. Unfortunate. Wait. There were 4 the first time they attacked us, and there were 4 on the screen when we were running around, but now there's only 3. That's kind of funny. Wow, 2 twos is enough to kill one of these. A 1-2 puts them into critical. We are so OP for this section. So we will have to fight Grobik. Hey, you're up. And I do not remember this boss battle at all. You are strong, but Grobik is stronger. I do remember he has an attack called, I believe, Hair Cutter. And I always thought it was pretty funny. Ooh. Bad luck miss on the last one, but alright, alright. Yeah, see that crit? His first 3 did 170 damage, so his second 3 did 253, which is basically a 50% increase. If Link were to crit, he would do double damage, not 1.5 times damage. Also, I hadn't noticed, but North is actually better than Link here, at least for now, since the field has 2 yellow spots on it. That's kind of interesting. Oh wait, maybe it isn't. No, but it's pretty close. Yeah, I have no idea how fast Grubik is, so I'm just cycling 3 3s. I think I could slip some 1s or 2s in. Yeah, here's that hair cutter attack I was talking about. Oh, wait, does Lynx die here? Ooh, not quite. Okay, so yeah, Norse isn't stronger than Lynx right now, with it being 2 black spots instead of 2 yellow. And Lynx dies. Wait, do I really have to fight 2 boss battles back to back every time I reload? I think I do. Ooh, a Breton tech. Interesting. Now we can North. I really don't want Lynx to miss out on stat games. So, yeah, let's go ahead and reload. This is frustrating, though, because I think, yeah, I don't think there's a way to save between these boss battles. That said, we can actually heal between the boss battles using the healing trick I've talked about a few times. So I will go ahead and use that this time through. Especially since we have the Earring of Light, which I believe should make it more efficient. Alright. Let me move that cursor off the screen. Oh my god, that crit for 480? One interesting thing is we can actually re-roll our stat gains a little, since we have to reload whenever we fight these battles back to back. Whoa. The way this game stat gains work is whenever you defeat a boss, you set. Okay, I just had another thought. Anyway, the way this game stat gain system works is whenever you defeat a boss, it is at that point the stat gains for the next boss battle are set. So effectively, you have to re-fight 2 bosses in order to change the stat gains of one boss. So since we have to fight Ortra then Grobik, we could. Oh, I'm sorry. Since we have to do that without saving in between, every time we reload, the stat gains from the Grobik fight will be different, while the stat gains from the Ortra fight will not be. Okay. Oh wait, dude, I forgot to change my equipment. I don't know. I think I can change my equipment if I run away from Grobik. We'll see though. Okay. So I'm going to use the healing trick I've talked about before to heal up now. But depending on how this works, I may not be able to do it without reloading first. Please let me access my menu. You're weaker than Grubbock stop. Okay, yeah. See how I can walk around now? I am going to change my character's equipment and give them a gold earring for Link and a, where is it? Earring of Light for North. So notice Link says 236 HP, North says 200, and I think that said 6. Now Link says 254 HP, and North says 230. We run away, and now Link says 274 HP, while North says 257. As you can see, we're healing up every time we leave the fight. That's because those accessories we put on increase our current HP, but when you leave, the bonus from them doesn't go away. So, this is a way to heal between battles. Now, I had been planning on grinding out 2 more gold earrings as rare drops from enemies called Lava Boys in the other world. I never actually did do that though, so I won't be able to use them. If I did, I would be able to go through this a little faster. Also, you might wonder why I'm doing this against the boss instead of against the regular enemies before the boss. The reason for that is bosses can never act on the very first turn of combat. You're always guaranteed to get at least 1 unit worth of time before the boss acts. Regular enemies are not so restricted. They can act on the first turn. So if you try this against regular enemies, they may actually get an attack in and deal a little bit of damage to you before you run away. But yeah. And thanks to that, we are at full health for the Grubbock fight, even though we took damage against Orcha. Now, one risk of doing this is some bosses will not let you access the menu when you run away. Some bosses will even immediately attack you, so you can't do anything at all when you run away. So this doesn't work on every single boss, but... Oh, God. So it looks like he acted after 7 stamina of attacks, which means we only want to use 6 before stamina pushing. But yeah, like the mini dragon or the fire dragon that we fought back on Mount Pyre, it would automatically attack you as soon as you ran away, so you could never access the menu. So you could still use this technique if you wanted. Oops, I did a 3-2 instead of 3-3. But to do it, you would have to have those items equipped the whole time. You could never leave battle to heal up and then try it again. Alright. Another 340 damage. Ooh, okay. Miss. No, that hurts. Ooh, miss. Incidentally, if you want to avoid reloading as much as possible, you can use that technique even in a normal run. Though normally, if you did that, you would just run and use elements to heal instead of running and relying on accessories too. But like, see how this battle isn't going the greatest? If I was worried, oh no, I'm taking a lot of damage, I might die and not be able to win this battle, I could run away over and over, heal up, and then attempt the battle again without having to reload. Doesn't really mean anything because, you know, how much do you care about reloading the game? But if it did matter to you, well, oh god. Vigora is scary, though I don't know how it works on enemy units. On player characters, what Vigora does is it lets you uh, do whatever you want with for a certain amount of time without your stamina being consumed. So you can like use a bunch of physical attacks without break, or what I think is way better is you can use a bunch of elements without them consuming 7 stamina each. No strength for Lynx is a little sad, but he got resistance and magic resistance. Norris got strength and resistance. Zappa got strength. That's all fine. Hey, where are you? Damn. Okay. It's time for this baby. Now go! Go and destroy them. Move it! I mean, you kicked the thing telling it to move and then stood directly in front of it. Kinda on you that it ran you over. Now my concern is I don't know if this boss will let me run away to heal up like Robert did. You can always run from any battle, but the question is, will it let me access my menu? Please let me. Okay, thank God. Yeah. Alrighty. Uh, yeah, you'll take the Earring of Light. You will take the Gold Earrings. So yeah, if I had grinded at least one more Gold Earring, I could do this faster for this segment. I honestly did not remember there was another part in this game where you have multiple bosses in a row that where you can't leave and heal. 135, 225. Or wait, is that 138 now? 120, 135? 154, 243. So yeah, 154, 243. So Lynx gained 18 health, North gained 19 health. 172, 262. 192, 282. They both gained 20 health. By the way, these accessories do increase your health based on your current health. Your percent increases. So the higher your current health is, the more healing you get from this each time. All right, North is now at 328 out of 324, so he no longer needs this trick. We can have him unequip his item and give it to Zappa. Where is the Dragoon? Dragoon. Oh, there's Dragoon Honor. Wait, I missed it. Okay, am I blind? Probably. Well, pendant. Is there a way I can sort this? Genuinely, I'm not seeing it. Huh. Yeah, I should be looking for a gold earring. I sold a gold pendant. There's the gold pendant. Where's the gold earring? Oh my god, I went past this like 9 times. What is wrong with me? I can't even blame that on having bad vision. That was just me being an idiot. Oh, Zap is only at 169, so he's gonna need a bunch of battles. I should have equipped him with one of the earrings sooner. So I wonder if the 2 earrings stack. So Zappa was at 182. How much does he heal here? 196. So yeah, he only gained 14 HP that time. What happens if I give him both of these earrings? Dragoon. Seriously, this. I don't see a way to sort this. But I wish I could because I just struggle so much to find things in this list. Anyway, we have the Earring of Light now. Where is that at? Okay, you can only have one earring equipped at a time. Good to know. So he gained 14 from one battle with the gold earring. 196 goes up to 219. Okay. So yeah, he gained 23. So the gold earring is the weaker version of the Earring of Light, which is what we thought. So yeah, I should have just equipped Zappa with the Earring of Light and Lynx with the gold earring. Would save me a little time. And yeah, this tactic is very boring, and I'm going to use the later speed up to make it go a little faster. Alright, Zappa only needs 4 more HP, and then my entire party will be at full health. Alright. And then we'll give Zappa the moon glasses again, so he's more kinky. Oh wait, he already has the moon glasses equipped. I thought that's what I took off. India's mithril helmet. Okay, so we want the sight scope. There it is. Oh, wait, we didn't even try talking to Grobik. Let's leave real quick just to go talk to the boy we just beat up. Hi. Show Grobik your skill. What do you mean, show you our skill? We just kicked your butt. Anyway, I have no idea if we need to do all that healing. I don't know how difficult this boss actually is. Oh, he acted immediately. You know what? Oh my god. Oh, it's classified as a robot, and Link has stone weapons which automatically crit against robots. That's hilarious. Oh, wow. That was, Oh, it's not even classified as a boss battle? Okay, never mind. So, maybe I didn't need to do all that healing. I thought we already destroyed it. Over here! Must be a new type. So yeah, you saw how I did all that running away to heal up for this fight? Didn't need to do it. No, healing up after the Orchard fight to make the Grobik fight better was definitely valuable. Oh well. I honestly thought that Gilead fight would be much harder, but it's fine, it's fine. It is right behind it. Go up. Keep going. No, we are trapped. What do we do? We do not have time. Oh, I wonder if maybe this is classified as a boss fight and the other one wasn't. Just out of curiosity, what happens if we run away again? The time-honored tactic of refusing to fight your enemies. Okay, I guess we don't have an option. We could open our menu if we wanted. I mean, we could do some more of that healing trick. I don't think we need to, though. But yeah, everyone's at full health. Man, it's just so insane, the amount of damage she deals. Yeah, I didn't realize that I would auto crit against this boss, but yeah, it makes sense. It's classified as a robot type, and we're using a stone weapon on Link, so he auto crits. That is insane damage, man. There's a button that lowers the ladder inside the bookshelf. Hurry, you have little time. Oh, no. I mean, we've already beat the thing twice. Why exactly are we running away from it? It's not been dangerous at all. I will not be able to make it up here. Or it will not be able to make it up here. Dude, that's kind of awesome. Step aside. Do not be foolish. Wait, why didn't Robert just hold on to the part of the chandelier cable that was above him when he released it? Huh, this is endless. Break through the window. Do it now. Okay. Are we really just jumping through a window with no idea what's on the other side? Thank God there was a giant pile of hay, otherwise we'd have been dead. Where did you come from? So late. Sounds like you ran into some trouble up there. What are you gonna do? The poor soldiers are all over the place. I would say take them all on just to see what happens, but I'm worried that it might actually make us fight more battles instead of doing this, which is pretty fun. Ah, the little mini dragons are all escaping. We're riding some of them out. Or wait, are we not riding them out? Oh no, we should have ridden them like chocobos. That would have been so awesome. Why did you save us? You oppose the poor military. Grubik finds that interesting. Grubik only takes orders from one who is stronger. Then Grubik will join you in your battle. And the game would be 10 times cooler if we could have ridden those dragons out as like their chocobos from the Final Fantasy game. Still pretty awesome. Call upon Grubik whenever you need help. Let's escape while we can. There should be a boat ready. Let's head to Hermit's Hideaway. I just want to point out, he says let's escape while we can, but I'm pretty sure we just soloed like half of the poor military that was in the base, so I feel like we didn't really need to run away. I feel like we could have just taken them all on, but I guess that's supposed to be the difference between gameplay and story. You know, gameplay story segregation is a thing where even if your characters are godlike in battle, that doesn't mean that in lore you are that strong. Oh wait, yeah, let's go to Hermit's Hideaway. I think I was gonna do, yeah. I was gonna grind stats, but let's go talk to people first. We can recruit some more people and then go from there. This is going to be about it for the stream. I'm gonna go talk to some people. They'll tell us what we're going to be doing in our next session. But for today, we did a little bit over 3 hours. I managed to take down Miguel way easier than I expected. And I think this is a pretty good stopping point. Because the next part of the story is just going to be a lot of running around doing little things. So we're not going to have as good a stopping point for quite a while. So this will work well. First, Radius says, well, hey, Grant. No, Radius. That's not Sir. I mean, he's not Lynx. You mean to tell me that you are really Sir? This is hard to take in so suddenly, but I doubt since Lynx is evil within you. Wait, did they really not tell Radius about us while they were here? That's funny. Oh, and thank you for saving Mr. Riddle. I'm very grateful. I'm not used to being pursued. Ah, those poor jokers. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. Thank you for blah, blah, blah. We can't allow links. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, I would love to have you join my party, Riddle. He's actually a really good character. You seem very tired. I do recommend you rest. Would you like to rest? Yes. But yeah, we'll talk to these people, set up what we're going to do next. Oh, wait. What the? They have come. You look much better, Daddy. Sorry to worry you. Did I save? I don't remember if I did. Please don't tell me I'm about to get in a fight without having saved, get a game over, and have to redo all of that again. Show your face. Lynx, your 9 lives are up. I recognize that voice. Indeed. Kid. Wait, Surge. Wait, Link. Today is the day I finish you off. Are you alright? She is quite serious, and I have a bad feeling about this. She does not seem to be herself. She is indeed, Kid. However, right now, you are the one who's Lynx, and I am Surge. Once our roles were reversed, so were our problems. Look at that hat he's wearing. So, I love the skull on it. Sure, killing you will avenge Luca, right, Kid? Yeah, I'll put an end to Lynx today and avenge Luca. I think we had better retreat for now. Give it up. We have this shack completely surrounded. There's no way you can escape. We'll see about that. Sir, hop on. Bam, they got away. Anyway, this is only the beginning of everything. Hi, Polly. Long time no see. Aw, she's a cutie. Well then, Captain, the others are safely on board. Good, good. For now we know Kid is alive, but she's being mind controlled. Hey, Sir, how about you and me team up for a while? Aww. He was definitely a childhood crush of mine. For crying out loud, would you just shut up and get on with it? I'm gonna kick your sorry arses so hard you'll kiss the moons. I still love that she says moons plural, but when Harl says she'll kick your derriere so hard you'll kiss the moon singular, seems like a very trivial thing, but later in the game we will find out there's actually a reason. One, that the two characters say things that are so similar, and two, there's a reason Kid refers to 2 moons, whereas Harl refers to only 1. Not super important, but anyway, we're remembering Kid and thinking of her. Come on. If you're a young boy, how could you not find her adorable? Surge, tell me, what is the most important thing in your life? Ask yourself what you can do and what you need to do in order to attain it. If not you, then whom? If not now, then when? Right, Surge? She calls us Surge, not Link. Even though earlier she kept insisting that we are Links now, not Surge. Lots of little stuff like that in this game convey more than it might seem. Sorry to hear about what happened, but just keep your distance, eh? Ahoy, mate. We are just about to leave. Yeah, the captain's looking for you. I'll get in deep trouble if I let you leave. So yeah, let's go talk to him, see what's up. Viper, let's settle this old score once and for all. Prepare yourself. Is that you, Surge? Fargo, our duel will have to wait. I need to have a talk with Surge. Have it your way. Surge, Link's is headed to the Thievian. We must do everything in our power to prevent him from obtaining the frozen flame. I shall lend a hand. I shall lend a hand. We must put a stop to him. General Viper joined your party. Oh, what the hell? Hi, sir. I'll help you out too. You saved me life twice already, and I guess I already know too much. I can't just sit around and ignore the situation. Yeah, this is the part of the game where your party roster starts getting very large. Viper, I'll deal with you later. Once we put an end to this situation, you're mine. Very well. I will not run from you. I will be happy to accept your challenge. Wait! We're coming too. I hope that's okay with you, Serge. Marcy, joined your party. I did a horrible job with the Californian girl way of talking. I, too, would like to help. There's no point in not fighting. Plus, you saved Miss Riddle. Accept this gesture as a token of my appreciation. Noah joined your party. Does anyone else want to join our party? Shall we be on our way, sir? So yeah, our roster has expanded and it will grow even larger. Just as a quick look, Lynx is at 42 strength, Zappa is 38, Norse 31. Norse right now doesn't have the highest strength, but does have our best weapon, the plasma pistol he got from Starkey. Speaking of Starkey, Starkey only has 25 strength. Raggy 30, Von Stuck. Grumpy is 33 strength, which is pretty respectable. Sprig's 32, higher than I would expect. Arenius with 33 is actually surprisingly good. Carl is kind of sucking, to be honest. Even our magic stat isn't very good. Fargo's 29 strength, whatever. Radius is pretty weak. Orcha's way behind. Harsha's 35, which is good. Zoe's 30, which is eh. Marcy's at 29. Zappa, we know, is big and strong. Riddle is at 20 strength. We will never be using her. Viper with 36 is surprisingly strong, so that's cool. But anyway, I believe that is the last character that we recruit in this segment. There are, however, characters we can still recruit. First, we want to go through this little thing, though. We want to go to the Sea of Eden and... Wait, we can't. Do you know how to get through here? You wish to know? This place is called the Pearly Gate. This used to be the only entrance to the GOP. However, legend says no one has been able to see it or approach it ever since the dragon sealed the evil flame. You need to stop doing her accent, it's butchering. You need the powers of the dragons that sealed the flame. You must break the seal of the pearly gates with relics from each of the 6 dragons. Relics? Break the seal? You mean here? No, the true gate to the Sea of Eden is not here. It is in the other world, where the Dead Sea lies. So, where are we supposed to find the 6 dragons? You will find them scattered around both worlds. They will be easy to find with all the legends about dragons throughout the island. Oh, and Monster Lynx. The other Monster Lynx, disguised as Surge, is already in here. And notice, now she's back to calling Surge Link. That is because his appearance is that of Surge. What do you mean? Even if you are able to get all 6 dragon relics, you will not be able to make it inside as Monster Lynx. Then what are we supposed to do? The dragon tier. That is all I can tell you. Now, it is my turn to ask you a question. Monster Lynx, if you had to choose between the world and me, what would you choose? I don't know. That is exactly what I thought Monster Lynx would say. We'll learn more about Harl later and why she's acting so strange. But for now, you go, Sea Dog, and go and find yourself. I wish you well. But for now, I think we're at the best stopping point we're going to reach for quite a while. Basically, the next segment of the game is us sailing around both worlds, going to each dragon, fighting them, and getting an artifact from them. So we'll do that tomorrow, I believe. Why must I have to tell him such things? You're such an idiot, Harl. She clearly likes us. And Starkey is here. Mind you, at this point in the game, you do not have to recruit Starkey. You could put recruiting Starkey off for quite a while. If you don't, you won't get this scene. Or if you do put it off, if you don't get him as early as we did, you won't get this scene where they talk. What's wrong, Carl? There's fluid coming out of your eyes. Oh, it's you, Starkey. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Something is different. Starkey can tell. Harl's makeup doesn't look the same today. Starkey, don't think it's nothing like you say. Why do you lie to me, Harl? No quote. Okay. I guess I cannot fool you. Listen, Starkey. This is called a tear. It's something that flows from your eyes naturally when you are sad, when you are hurt. Tear? To cry? So water comes out from eyes when you are sad. And you are sad so you can wash your face with tear? Go to sleep, Starkey. And don't tell anyone I was crying. You promise you will not tell? Starkey-like promise. Starkey will promise not to tell anyone that Harl was crying. Wait a minute. Crying means that Harl is sad. But why? Even though we are close, I cannot tell you that. You will find out eventually, Starkey, if that time comes. Every problem has a solution, I hope. And that is something I think the game does really well, is having lots of individual moments between characters. Oftentimes in moments that you can miss if you don't recruit them or don't go to the right place or talk to the right person at the right time. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for tonight. Thank you to anyone who stopped by and anyone who sees the videos after the fact. I want to point out at least one person joined chat today saying I would never be able to beat Miguel. Before I attempted this challenge run, I said I didn't think it'd be possible to beat Miguel. Even while doing the run, I said I wasn't sure I'd be able to beat Miguel. And yet we beat him after only like 3 or 4 tries. So today is a good day. I'm happy. And yeah, this challenge run might actually be possible. I have said from the beginning, I don't think it's possible to beat the final 2 bosses. I think they have way too much HP for us ever to defeat them, but with how easily we defeated Miguel, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this run is actually possible. The only way to find out is to give it a try, so we're going to keep going on tomorrow. That all said, thanks everyone stopped by, anyone who checks the video out later. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you when I see you.